Unfortunately for you,
another one.
Here's another Just Pearly Things video.
No, God!
But this one is a little different. This is not about any allegation concerning Just Pearly Things in her relationship towards black people or African people or blacks in London or African Americans, because that has been the subject of the discussion the last week. This, however, has to do with someone who knows her personally, who happens to be Caucasian. Can I get a da 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 sound effect? And of course today, I would like to point out something that I feel is a proclivity of Just Pearly Things. And we've heard about this from people such as Sarah Garvey. We've heard it from others. It's Complicated YouTube show. And now we're hearing it from, this particular person, her best friend. And one of the things is that none of these people know of each other. But all three of these people they have heavy allegations of her, number one, being a liar, number two, of her being fake, and number three, it possibly conniving. Now, I'm not saying this is what these people have said about her. I don't know her personally, so I cannot say what she is. But apparently, from what you've heard from Sarah Garvey, what you've heard from It's Complicated, and what you'll hear from this young lady today, in all of these three characteristics, you're going to see that the same storyline is occurring, although these people have never met. Well, number one, who is this particular lady that we're going to be reviewing today? It is one of Just Pearly Things' ex-best friends from the Midwest. She's a Caucasian lady who is married, and she knew Just Pearly Things before her rise to YouTube stardom. But what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to play this clip that came from Real Talk Yani's YouTube channel, and then we're going to come back.
Particular individual struggled with her weight, and instead of doing something about it, she blamed it on me.
Hi, she's talking about me. So Hannah and I were friends from 2002 pre-K until last year when I stopped being friends with her. I'll show you pics. So that was 2005. And this was in 2016 when we lived together. So in the beginning of her video, she's talking about our last conversation we had a year ago in March, where I confronted her about talking about women's bodies and their weight and all that cuckoo bird shit she talks about. And I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And no, she defended it all. So I was like, okay, we're done. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, just kidding. And I still get videos of hers sent to me from people in high school I haven't talked to in forever, being like, is this your friend? Do you defend that? And I have to be like, no, cut her off a year ago. And she even came to know my friend group here in Michigan when I was still in college, and even tried to date two of them. Didn't work out. So they'll send stuff to me, and I watch it because I just want to see what bullshit she has to say next. And I have a theory about this. Not that it's literally any excuse that she's doing this, because what she is doing, I can't even put into words how disgusting it is. But I've known her since 2002. I do not think she thinks that way. If she does, fuck her all over again. I don't care. But I don't think she does. I think she does it to rev people up and to get more views and to get more money. So all that to say, I'm curious to see, once she does find a husband and find a man, is she going to keep this act up? Because is she going to find somebody that shares these exact views with her? Or is she going to meet someone and be like, okay, I don't actually think this way. Anyway, off topic. That last part of her video, she says, and now a year later, this girl is trying to get pregnant and she can't. And weight affects fertility. I didn't know I was trying to get pregnant. I'm not. Now, when I last talked to her a year ago, that was my plan, to get pregnant this year with my husband. So I don't know if she has seen my page from like her siblings' accounts, because I don't follow her on anything and I'm private, but I still follow her siblings, and sees that I'm not pregnant yet. So she's assuming that I'm too fat to get pregnant. And like, how rude, because we really supported each other, like going through a weight loss journey together. I've also seen some clips of her YouTube channel, and she literally lies. She makes up stories or does not tell the truth about her family. So all this to say, she was lying about that whole story to get you revved up about her stupid ass point that she was trying to make. So don't believe her. She's lying. And girls, if you find a good man, he will not leave you if you gain weight, okay?
So guys, unfortunately, this is a person who knows her. And just like Sarah Garvey, an individual who knew her, we saw what happened once Mr. Sarah Garvey put out the information towards her. Once Sarah Garvey put out the information about Just Pearly Things, she tried to take his YouTube channel down with copyright strike after copyright strike after copyright strike, trying to silence him immensely, emphatically, without reason, trying to take down his YouTube channel. Now, why would a person do that? Especially if those videos had been there for months and months on end. He was just on your YouTube channel just 2 weeks ago. The reason why you want to take down his channel is because you want to silence him from the truth. And because you're trying to silence him from speaking the truth, you also have some form of revenge. You want to pain him because you feel like he's been betrayed. Same thing with the mediocre tutorials and reviews. You see, when he came out with his video, her response was to not deal with what he said. Her response was not to deal with the fact that she was wrong, but she wanted retaliation for the fact that this guy told on her, or he took an opposite position that was not loyalty, or was not indebted or embedded in loyalty. And this is what you're seeing here with the friend. The friend is saying that she's saying insensitive things about women and their weight, and she's only saying these things to get views. Now, let me just say something real quick. A lot of YouTubers, we're here for the views. We just got to be honest about it. YouTubers want people to watch their content. But see, with regards to, let's see, somebody like myself, I'm an African American. I deal in black content. I only deal in black content. I'm not trying to grift another community that I don't know. I have no understanding of. I don't know how it works. That's not what I'm trying to do. But now, in the case of Just Pearly Things, she did not know anything about the red pill. She did not know anything about the black community. And as it seems, she just sort of shifted over to this particular content space, pretty much repeating things that she may have heard from other people. And then, combining that with some business expertise and creating a YouTube channel business out of it, while using blacks like Sarah Garvey to go ahead on and speak to this narrative. But at the core of what she's doing, she doesn't really believe in what she's doing. She's just doing it to get into the business. And this is not coming from me. This is something that I speculated on. And many of us in Black YouTube speculated this, that, this young lady's talking about relationships and she's really not, she really doesn't have the experience to even speak on something of this level, yet she's speaking on it in the first place. That was one thing. But now the friend is saying the same thing that we've all been thinking about. And the friend has no idea and doesn't really even care about the Nick Fuente situation, because the Nick Fuente situation is irrelevant. But the behavior that is constitutive or constant between those three situations in those particular partitions, and I'm referring to the Nick Fuente situation, the Sarah Garvey situation, and now this situation, all additive, combined into something that shows us something about this particular person's character, which shows a big character flaw that the person that we're alleging doesn't want to take accountability for. And if a YouTuber who's worked with you calls you out, your own best friend calls you out, and then people call you out about the Nick Fuente situation, it shows me that your judgment is poor in certain areas. And how can she get around this one? Is she going to try to shut her own friend down too? Let's see. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.